Being surf fit is one of the most critical factors of your progression in the sport, but it's not always the obvious areas of the body that have the biggest impact. I've been working with my trainer on a brand new course for the Surfer's Roadmap called Ultimate Surf Fitness. Inside, it contains the game-changing tools and tricks that help me stay strong and injury-free for surfing. I'm joined by my own personal trainer, Donald Carr.
I'm a corrective specialist. I work with lots of clients and spinal injuries. I'm a Czech practitioner, strength coach, and a personal trainer. So kind of do quite a lot of different things.
Today, in celebration of releasing the course, I wanted to share with you 5 signs that you mightn't yet be fit enough for surfing. Let's go.
Number 1 we're going to talk about is the ankle. If you don't have the range of motion in the ankle, and when we're standing up, we want to be able to get the foot forward about 20 degrees. If the foot can't go 20 degrees forward, it's going to affect the hip or the back or the neck. So what we're talking about is that from here, can I get that ankle to 20 degrees? We need to do this standing up. So we do a knee drive test, and we stand with our foot against the wall, step back in the mid step, and then bring that foot back. So it's 1/2 the width of your foot or length of your foot back. From there, we want to be able to drive the knee to the wall and touch the knee while the ankle stays on the floor, keeping the ankle down. That's it. Try the other leg. Good. If we don't have that range of motion, we could have problems in the hips and lower back. So get calf stretching if you can't get that mobility. Okay, tip number 2. Do you have the adequate spinal extension, either the mobility or the range of motion in your spine to be able to get the paddle position, but also generating rotation? We need extension in the thoracic spine. We're going to do a cobra test or an extension test, but we want to be able to keep the front of the hips on the floor. And we're looking at the quality of the curve and looking to see in the mid back and the thoracic whether that stays flat or whether it reverses. Can it reverse? If it can't reverse, you're more prone to shoulder injuries and neck problems. So you need to get that sorted before you go out paddling. So to do this test, you're going to need your phone set up on a side view, lie down on the floor, and just record yourself for a couple of seconds and then just observe that, or take a photograph of you in that end range extension. It's important to see that we have about a 45 degree and it's a natural C curve, not like a V, or you're getting all the extension from the lumbar spine and the top part of your back is not extending. Be careful that you don't do this. It's a big no-no. Have the head neutral, and then make sure you don't come up all the way lifting here and get all the extension here. Keep the hip down, and we want to see a natural curve, especially in this upper part of the back. Can they reverse the thoracic? And that's good on you, Kale. So set up your camera, take a shot, and review it. Number 3 we're going to look at is screening the neck. So we need to be able to watch the shoulders don't turn. When you turn your head, does the shoulder come up or does the whole body rotate? We're looking for that you can get about 80 degrees, not fully to the shoulder, or don't bring the shoulder, but just about before you get to the shoulder on both sides. If we lose rotation in our neck, particularly the C1, the first joint on your spine, it's responsible for 70% of your mobility or proprioception in gait. So in other words, whenever you're standing and you have to rotate your body, if your neck gets tweaked, you'll lose or could lose up to 70% of your rotation in your body. Not a good thing if you're a surfer. So again, for number 3, we're going to use the phone to observe our movement quality, our movement screen. So set up your phone in front, turn your head as far as you can to the left, hold it for a second, turn it to the right. And we want to see that we get nearly 90 degrees. If we're short, somewhere here, then we need to get more range of motion in this side of the muscle. If we're going to the left, it's going to be restrictions on these muscles. So we're going to look at those stretches and moves. Next one we want to look at is, can we roll the neck around without any clicking, grinding, or popping? If we're getting clicking, grinding, and popping, they're signs of instability, and we need to stabilize the neck structure or realign the neck structure, which you'll see in our mobs and stretches. Next we're going to do is a shoulder screen. If you stand face onto me, move back a tiny bit, bring your right arm up. We're going to internally rotate the hand by turning the thumb down. Grab a mate, grab someone close by. They put 2-finger pressure and they push down, you resist. Only about 5 pounds or 5 kilos of pressure maximum. If you feel any discomfort, that would be a test that we need to have a look at your shoulder girdle. So this is testing the integrity of your rotary cuff, hold and relax. Next one we do, so we want to turn and we want to look to see if they're balanced. So this arm has more range of motion than this, so we're going to look at the pec and we're going to look at the scapula here. The other test that we can do, so can we drop just below that 45 without any pain? And then we go back here without any pain. And that's a sequence from what we call the Sears test. There's one more if you grab your hand and push out against my hand. Any pain inside in the joint. And then you do the other side, you make an L, make a fist, push it against my hand, any pain back here. So that's clearing you now, you're about 95% clear that we don't have a rotary cuff strain. So now we can get into our paddling program. Tip number 5, do you have the strength to hold the body in the right position, and is your lumbar spine strong enough to surf? The lumbar spine is very integral to how we move, rotate, and how we control the lower body. So we do this lying down. You need to set up your camera again or phone side view. Come down onto your belly and all you're going to do is lift your rib cage and your chest off the floor. When you do this, look at my hands. It's very important that you have your thumbs up with your palms facing out. It's like squeezing your shoulder blades together. The next thing we're going to do is we just hold here. We try and relax the butt muscles and just use the back muscles. The key strength test, the time you're looking for is 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Hold. If you come down and you can't hold it, you stop your clock. So turn on your phone or turn on your timer and see if you can hold this for 3 minutes. Relax the feet on the floor. Try not to have the butt squeeze. So they stay relaxed and the legs relaxed. That's it. So it's all coming from here. This is really good for strengthening up the lumbar extensors and integrating that position so you can hold and position your shoulder in your thoracic so you can paddle freely. But also when you're standing up on the surfboard, it helps with lower back integrity and reduce your chance of back injury. Start off doing 30 seconds. If you can do 30 seconds, take a 10-second break. Do another 30 seconds, do a 10-second break. Put the timer on for 3 minutes. And it doesn't matter if you take 4 breaks, 5 breaks the first time. And then every week, try and narrow it down to 3 breaks or 2 breaks. And eventually, you got that 3 minutes and we're good to go.
So there you go, guys. That was 5 things to look out for when it comes to your surfing fitness. I hope you passed all of those. Make sure you guys check out the Ultimate Surf Fitness Program on thesurfersroadmap.com. It's Donal and my new course, and it's really a game changer when it comes to preparing yourself to surf well and surf for a really long time. So we'll see you there, and I'll see you out in the juice.